Welcome to Victory Achieved Gaming. This is Owen, also known as Immortalium.
And I am Kathlynn.
And we are doing Edna Harvey the Breakout. It's specifically the Anniversary Edition, which has some nicer looking graphics. So basically, there's another point and click game. So if you guys have seen our Day of the Tentacle playthrough, you'll know the kind of gameplay that you'd expect.
Yeah, and we haven't done one in a while, so
Yes.
I thought it'd be nice to do.
There's a lot of them on that
one.
list, actually.
Yeah, so we'll knock another one out because
a lot of them are very tricky to play.
especially after the Ori incident where that was supposed to be a short game.
Well, hopefully that won't take that long.
No, I don't think a point and click's going to
So
take it.
Edna and Harvey, there's a lot to talk about with Edna and Harvey, but I think that's something that can be talked about while we do the game. So I think for the moment, Caitlin, we should just get started. Go ahead and hit a new game.
New game. La da da.
Edna and Harvey. We'll talk a bit more after this opening cutscene. Or actually, I don't think there's that much dialogue in this. I could talk a little bit during this.
Okay.
So this is
Game by
Pokey. So this is a German game from a company called Daedalic Entertainment. Daedalic Entertainment, they made a bunch of point-and-click games. A lot of them really good. Some of them iffy, maybe. I've been steadily playing through them the past 2 years, actually. And I only have 2 left to play. But Edna and Harvey, like, I was looking for more point-and-click games. I just finished the Monkey Island games, and I was like, I kind of want to play more. So I saw that I could get a bunch of them for nothing, basically. And I was just blown away by this game myself. This remains, like, the 2 Edna and Harvey games remain my favorite games from Daedalic Entertainment.
What the fuck was that? So she is I was thinking from the thing she was in an asylum. So
Yeah.
Yes, she is one. Okay. So I'm guessing that's the credits over?
That's the main credits, but hang on, we're still in a cutscene.
Oh, are we? Okay.
What's going on?
Oh, nothing. Doopy-doopy-doopy-doopy-doo.
Oh, I love Edna. So, a few things to break down here. First off, I'm trying to remember if they like teach you the controls here or anything. No, they just kind of expect that. Okay.
So Harvey's her teddy.
Yes.
I was wondering who Harvey was.
It's her stuffed toy. Yes.
It's a rabbit.
So while you're kind of getting used to everything, basically, Edna and Harvey was actually the first game. The man who made the game, Pokey, apparently this was his thesis project originally for college. It was expanded and released as a full game, but his what he was doing was basically talking about non-linearity in video games. Because there is a certain point in this where you can like complete objectives in a non-linear fashion. That's quite cool. But they ended up making it a complete game. The original version was made like in Flash or something, so like the art was very crude. And they released this nice, like, cleaned up Anniversary Edition, which was fantastic. But Daedalic Entertainment, they're in not a great place now. Are you not doing anything, by the way?
Oh, I was waiting for you to be done talking.
Oh, I was while you were like looking around and like getting used to things. Yeah, so that's one mechanic there. I think if you either try to do it or...
Why should I do that? You're a boring table.
So I think if you hold spacebar, the spacebar...
I don't want a table that boring. Now maybe if it was a pool table.
But try to... Oh, okay, you keep clicking. Yes. So if you hit spacebar, it shows you all of the things you can interact with. So that's just something I wanted to establish up front, Caitlin.
Okay.
Do you remember in Day of the Tentacle there was something similar to that, where you press a spacebar and you'd be able to see what you can interact with?
Oh, okay.
Because otherwise you get what's called pixel searching, which is what a lot of older games kind of did, where you basically...
Do you want to play emergency room?
Only if I get to play the surgeon.
In that case, I'll give it a pass.
Out of curiosity, if I press I, what does happen? Oh, it just shows me Harvey. Okay.
Well, it's your inventory, actually.
Oh, okay.
So that's what you're currently holding, per se. You're holding Harvey. Which, I mean, I know she is literally holding Harvey, but, like, if you try to interact with things...
I wanted to probably take that off for a second, because it ruins the nice, clean animation.
Oh, actually, I forgot. In this one, you don't have to keep it held. You can just...
Yeah.
in a lot of other ones, you have to keep it held, you see. So I actually completely forgot that. But Daedalic Entertainment, it's... Well, okay, maybe I'm distracting too much. Maybe I'll wait till later on to tell you.
From my deck.
Oh, sorry, I just saw what.
I
Oh.
wonder if I even had a deck. I can't seem to remember anything.
Aww.
Sorry, I just want to know when it's a default action there.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, actually, let's work away and try to get out of this room first. Because this is the first big puzzle of the game.
Hold it, table. Good boy.
She is bonkers.
She is, and I love her.
How do you feel about this chair, Harvey?
It's hiding something.
You think so? It looks so harmless.
That's just a cover, believe me.
So
I've been sitting around here long enough.
basically, the first challenge of this game is literally get out of here. So do you have any ideas on how to get out of here?
I'll pop eat the door, but I was like looking at things. Take
Yeah.
chair.
Consulting my interior decorator.
I'd like to see what crazy shit she says.
You're a good-for-nothing deadbeat, chair.
Sorry.
My most generous hosts have granted me a whole chair.
Okay, so I know I can click on the grate.
Yeah, so that might be the logical first thing to do.
Hello? Can anybody hear me?
What do you want?
I want out of here.
Forget it. What kind of way is that to treat a guest? We won't give up that easily, will we?
No, we won't.
Open sesame.
No.
That must have been the wrong incantation.
Yeah, if only you'd said something else.
Hey? Hello?
Don't make so much noise in there. What do you want?
So we have quite a few options
Oh,
here.
there is a lot. Where am I? Who am I? Why can't I remember anything? Why is it so hot in here? Let me out. This is an emergency. Couldn't have noticed why you were guarding the store. I just noticed how much of a doofus you are.
I just noticed how much of a doofus you are.
Doofus? Are you calling me a doofus? This doofus is about to come in there and show you his infamous
Oh
backhand.
god, that was the first option you would?
You're an athlete? You must be joking. If you're an athlete, I'll eat an elephant.
You might as well get out the cutlery now. I even compete with the pros.
And what is it that you play? Fetch the stick?
As a matter of fact, I'm the junior champion of mini golf. Yep.
And I bet Mommy bought the club for you.
Ha! Do you think that a Babbitt & Son can be bought in just any store?
Did you steal it? Oh, you're doing a lot of thinking there.
Yeah, where did you get it? Did you see there?
Actually, it just occurred to me, Caitlin, you're dyslexic, so if you need me to read anything...
Oh no, I could read it. I'm just debating which one is going to insult him the most. So I don't know. It's,
Surely the second would be the most insulting.
yeah, drunkard probably.
Where did you get it then? Is it from the junkyard? You can find the most curious things there.
Watch your mouth! Nobody throws out a gem like a Babbitt & Son.
What that actually reminds me of when she was like, oh, you can find the most interesting there. That reminded me of Higurashi, actually, which you won climbing through
Yeah.
I won't say too much, folks, but
Yeah.
Higurashi, interesting show.
Yeah.
Where did you get it then? Did you carve it from a whale's jawbone?
Ha! The whale has yet to be born! Whose jawbone can compete with the impact of a genuine Babbitt & Son?
Where did you get it? Did you steal it? I think this is all very exciting.
Watch your mouth! I've never stolen anything in my life.
I give up. Where did you get it?
My father made it for me. Jeffrey Francis von Babbitt Sr.
Really?
As he lay on his deathbed, with shaking hands, he handed over his own Babbitt & Son titanium 7 iron. His lucky club. He told me to use it like he taught me.
Now, there's some interesting bits of
Why
dialogue there.
don't you take your daddy's club?
And whack it across your skull.
You're mean. My poor father. Just you wait. I hope you suffocate in there. You can forget about me turning on the AC for you.
Oh.
Well, we made a very good impression on him, didn't we?
I just really wanted to insult him. Okay.
That's fair, that's fair. As you can imagine, talking to him will be important in getting out of here.
Yeah, well, I guess there was so much options. I thought if I could just insult him enough, he'd come in here and I could knock him out with the
Of
chair.
course, that makes sense. That
Maybe
makes
you
sense.
can chew through the bars, Harvey.
I'm afraid I can't. My teeth are made of terry cloth.
I'll actually just laugh if the door is open.
It's locked.
Oh.
What did you expect?
Yeah, but
Can you help me open this door?
Sure, I'll just get out my welding torch. But seriously, there must be a way to get out of here.
it's actually quite a good opening, actually, now that I think about it, because it's such an enclosed environment.
Yeah.
It kind of makes you have to figure out, like, what in here
Hiya, door.
can even...
What's happening today?
I was feeling a little unhinged earlier, but I'm feeling better
Unhinged,
now.
get it?
I get her, yeah.
In fact, I'm experiencing a perverse satisfaction from blocking your way.
I hate you, door.
Oh,
That is
God.
a door. It is closed. I wonder what the padding is for.
Sound insulation, I guess.
You mean no one can hear us in here?
It's still worth a try.
I think
Will you cut it out in there?
You know why the padding's there, right?
so she doesn't hurt herself.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, why...
can't
I mean,
reach
there's
between the
actually,
gaps with my
like, the chair and the
fingers.
table for alone would...
Yeah, normally there wouldn't be a chair and a table.
Sounds
Yeah.
like
It'd be like a
type of
mattress.
padding.
Yeah, soft stuff that you can't, like, hurt yourself with.
Yeah, and if it was a chair, it'd be like something like a beanbag or something.
Mm-hmm.
Like a soft chair.
Not bad to have upholstery on the walls.
So there's a bit more to look around in here.
So there's this padding. Oh, chair leg.
Mm-hmm.
Look here, Harvey.
Oh my goodness, you found a chair leg. My heroine.
Let's see how detachable this chair leg really is.
Oh.
So now you can see in our inventory there that we have a chair leg. And if you take a look at that chair leg, it's actually kind of sharp, I think, from what I remember.
Are we going to kill the guard once we bully him and bring him in here?
That'd be a very dark beginning to the game.
Honestly, yes, it would be. But I would also believe it.
Hello?
There is something that happens like that at some point, but I don't want to say too much. I mean, why don't we try to learn a bit more about Edna?
Where am I?
Honey, if I answered that question every time one of you loonies asked me, I wouldn't even have time to go to the bathroom anymore. Listen, honey, I'm not paid for talking. Anything else?
Okay, so he's not going to tell us that.
Who am I?
You are by far the most annoying patient I've ever had to guard.
Patient? Am I sick then? I certainly don't feel sick.
Listen, sweetie, you're in a room with padded walls. Why don't you try to figure it out for yourself?
I'm not insane. Isn't that so, Harvey?
Right, she isn't insane.
Do you hear? Harvey agrees.
You really are an odd couple, the both of you.
Yeah, asking your stuffed toy if you're insane or not is probably not the best.
No.
Why can't I
No,
remember
no.
anything?
I'm not going to explain that to you yet again. Only so you can forget it during your next treatment again.
Mm-hmm.
Why is it so hot in here?
That might be due to the air conditioner being turned off.
What air conditioner? There's no air conditioner
This
in
is good
here.
info here now.
Do you think the doctor is stupid enough to have an exposed ventilation shaft in your cell? The air conditioner is hidden behind the padding, of course.
He just tells
That's
us.
so. An air conditioner behind the padding. That does make much more sense, of course.
So maybe before we do anything else, should we try to...
Can you turn on the
oh.
AC for me, please?
Okay.
I'll have to think about that. If you keep quiet from now on, maybe later.
So he's told us that there's a ventilation shaft behind one of these pieces of padding.
Yeah.
So do you think we should take a look and see if we can find it?
Okay.
Just forget it. I've got better things to do than chat with you.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, I mean, what can we do in here? Is there even a bed?
Probably.
Like, do you think on the other side of the cell that we can't see? Now, I'm trying to recall if doing that is sufficient. Because I know where it is, you see. I'll wait until you get the one and I'll see if it, like, triggers it correctly.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, so there's none on that wall. Okay. Hang on, stop. Okay.
I can't reach between
So
the gaps with my fingers.
that isn't enough to figure it out. We've got to use something. So this is padding.
It's bad to have upholstery on the walls.
So, what? Like, this is a soft material.
Yeah.
So, if we want to look what's behind it, what do you think we got to do with it?
How do I
A
switch?
dull chair leg. Not
Is it,
exactly
is it the
best
mouse
tool
wheel?
To escape from a padded
I
cell.
don't know.
I think it's very
Just wait until they've
inconsiderate of
finished
Dr.
talking.
Marcel not to provide a sledgehammer.
No.
Oh, there! I just saw it there.
Oh, it is the mouse wheel. You're right.
Okay.
That didn't do much now, did it? If only I had something pointy.
Oh, there's something. We gotta make it pointy. I remember that now. How do we make it pointy again? I think I have a couple of ideas.
Open sesame. That must have been the
Have you
wrong
clicked? Does this skip to her
incantation.
dialogue or?
Let's see.
No.
If I
Oh.
apply the chair leg back here, and with a little bit of leverage... Oops! I broke it.
See, now we've got a sharp chair leg. Okay, so now we can start cutting these pads. You just hit it with your hand, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I can't reach between the gaps with my fingers.
Keep going, keep cutting.
Oh, you have to keep cutting.
Yeah, until we
I've
find the
got enough
actual right
slashing
one.
For now.
There it is. That's the one.
Yeah, I know it was one of those two because the way you reacted.
Okay, I gave too much away.
Now I want it even less.
She won't do anything.
So hang on. So now that we've torn that up,
I've created a piece of art.
Kind of want to cut everything.
I mean, you can. I don't think you get any benefits for doing that, but
Crazy benefits.
crazy benefits. What's a crazy benefit? Oh, but that is one of the reasons actually I love Edna because because the fact that she's, you know, she's not entirely mentally sound, is she?
Oh no, she's completely bonkers.
So, and I always think that's an interesting kind of character to like go along with.
Also, maybe she reaches up there.
But she does have quite a lanky body.
True.
Maybe she's getting Harvey to help her. She's holding Harvey up, and Harvey's like cutting away at the. So I know that that's the correct one. I'm just trying. Oh.
Yes, turn on the AC.
I think that is what we're meant to do. I think we're meant to turn it on because air will start coming through that gap, and that's when we'll go like, oh, that's where, you know. So we got to convince him now to turn on the AC. And that probably means not insulting him.
So talk about golf again and be polite.
What is it this time?
Maybe.
I'd like to know more about mini golf.
Well, who doesn't? I already told you that I play in the professional league.
To be fair, I'd be more inclined to play mini golf than I would be to play regular golf. I know your thoughts on the matter.
Tell me more about your club.
No,
I've
I
already
was
told
never
you
good at mini golf. I
everything
played it
about
before.
My father gave it to me. Yep. A formidable man.
I mean, probably of all of
That
these.
sounds like one of those sophisticated father and son relationships.
Yes, my father was a very sophisticated man. He was so suave that he always wore a tuxedo. Sometimes at night, I even put on his top hat, just to find out how it felt to be as debonair as my father.
Wow,
Do you mean that kind of
debonair.
sophisticated?
Haven't heard that word for a long time.
Well. Anyway, thanks for sharing this completely useless information with me.
Yeah, let's see what else we can...
You're a real daddy's boy, aren't you?
My father was a great man.
And an incredible mini golfer, I'm sure.
Yep.
What is the correct option? It's been a while, folks, so even I'm like trying to remember
My
this.
father was a mini golfer too.
What did you say, sweetheart? Your father was many things, but mini golfer wasn't one of them.
This guy knows our
What
father.
do you know about him?
There are things that are better left in the past. Oh boy. Father a mini golfer. That really cracks me up. Thanks for the laugh. Is that all? Or do you want to know anything else?
So the only other option is, you know what, I couldn't care less about your father, isn't it?
You know what? I'm not the least bit interested in your father.
Hey, show a little more respect, will ya? I could get rather touchy when somebody is trash-talking my father. He taught me everything I know about mini golf.
What's the correct one then? Oh, is it the mini golf I'm getting all dizzy?
Mini golf? I'm getting all dizzy.
And with good reason, sweetheart. You know what? I'll turn on the AC for you. You can cool off a bit that way.
There we go.
There's a draft coming from behind this gap.
So now we can take a look at this airy gap. Have you ever seen someone so, or I guess not even seen,
There
heard
seems to be a
someone
passage
so
behind
obsessed
this
with mini
particular
golf?
gap.
I'm gonna put Harvey back on.
Okay.
I can't get any further with my bare hands.
I think we might need to tear it again, possibly?
I
Or
can't get any further with my bare hands.
should we try using the leg again? There we go. So now we've got to get this open. Do you have any ideas how we can get this open?
Yeah.
It's a flathead chair leg, but a Phillips screw head.
You know, Phillips screw is a type of screwdriver, right?
It's a flathead chair leg.
So
with a
no,
Phillips
the answer
screw
isn't to
head.
use the broken chair leg on the screws. This is quite interesting, this one. Introduces a nice mechanic.
It's screwed on tight.
Not to the cell, no.
I can't reach it yet.
Oh.
Oh?
Look here, Harvey. I've invented the world's first chair leg sharpener ever.
Cool. This would work great for vampire hunting. After we escape,
get it a
we'll
stake?
make millions.
It's a flathead chair leg, but a
Yeah,
Phillips
so
screw
remember,
head.
that's a little bit of a dangerous thing to be doing in these kind of games. Redoing the same things over and over, expecting different results.
No, I thought maybe that doing something.
Look here, Harvey.
Oh, I thought it was
I've
gonna
invented the
jam
world's
the thing with
first
this,
chair
but I
leg
guess not.
sharpener
Okay, yeah, no.
ever.
So our problem right now isn't
This
so
would
much
work
this,
great for vampire hunting.
the fan
After we
itself.
escape, we'll
It's the
make
screws
millions.
and the grate.
I hate grates.
I love the way she says that. I hate grates. I
can't
think we
unscrew it
might need
without
some help
kind
with
of
this.
tool.
You used to know how.
here we
way
go.
Back when.
What do you mean?
You used to be able to loosen screws with no tool before. That's what I mean.
So
I
Harvey
can't
knows
unscrew it
something.
without some kind of tool.
Oh, Harvey does it then.
I could just cry, Harvey. I can't loosen these screws.
Aw, come on. You should be able to eat screws like that for breakfast. That certainly wouldn't have stopped you when you were little.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you used to be able to pull off a pretty cool trick.
It's wild, actually. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. I want to... Do you see the bottom one? Hold my breath for 10 minutes.
Yeah?
That's what the main character from Monkey Island can do. So that's actually a Monkey Island reference, the very bottom one.
Could
What
I
are
hold
the
my
other
breath
ones
for
a
10
reference?
minutes?
Not exactly that, but a couple of stupid screws would never have been an obstacle for you.
I must have been an extra laid-back kid. What else do you know?
That isn't how it works. Just remember, I'm a projection of your subconscious.
He admits it.
Nobody's perfect.
I can give your memory a boost, but you'll have to show me things that remind you of your childhood.
Like the screws?
Exactamundo.
And then?
Then I'll tempomorph us to the past.
Cool.
So let's do that then. Show him the screws. And let's tempo morph.
I'm ready, Harvey.
Shall I tempomorph you to the past now?
Hell yeah. Although you can ask what...
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tempomorph me to the past.
There's an option to like,
As you
what
wish.
is tempo
Hold
morphing?
on.